Mason. How you doing? When we talked to Ben the other day, Ben said the other day you can approach this two ways: act like nothing happened and go out there, just go out there, or be motivated with what happened last year. Which way have you chosen to do?
I think I'm just motivated that I've got this opportunity. I think all the guys that maybe have an increased role this week. Coach Thomas talked about engineering victory. And I think when you don't have, your leader on offense, being Ben, our Hall of Fame quarterback, as well as, some other players, I think it's important to, we know that we got to bring the energy as a team. And I think it's very motivating in and of itself that, hey, I got a chance to play this week, as well as a lot of other guys.
Dale Lawley, DK.
Mason, I'm just wondering, with no preseason this year, and you've only gotten to play some kind of mop-up type stuff, how anxious or excited, or what would you put your level of excitement at right now?
Yeah, I think when you're a backup quarterback in this league, every week you're trying to take advantage of the reps you get in practice, and I think Wednesday is kind of my game day of the week when Ben rests, and so I've tried to treat that day as well as every other day in practice, whether I'm getting reps or not, as a development day. And I think Coach Cannon and Coach Randy have done a good job developing all the younger quarterbacks. But I think even the mop up time, like you mentioned, even though it's I think I threw like 3 passes, it still kind of keeps you sharp. I think it's been a few weeks now since we have had a mop up, but I think it's just fun being out there. It's just a totally different feel, and it was fun. And it'll be the real deal on Sunday.
Jeff Hawthorne, 93.7.
Hey Mason, it has been a year since your last start. What do you think you've learned over that time off the field that you're anxious to show on Sunday?
I think I've learned. I think I learned a lot from Ben. I've learned a lot from Randy Finkner. I've learned a lot from Matt Canada coming in. Having a quarterback coach this year has been big. I think as a quarterback, you try to take strides mentally, physically. There's things you work on. Throwing the ball physically in the offseason, mechanically, as well as kind of take that next step mentally and X's and O's wise. So I think Matt and Randy combination have helped us take a step forward in the mental game. I think it starts to slow down a little bit more. Coverage recognition. You start to get a little bit more comfortable. Okay, these are the concepts I like. Maybe based on what different at times than what Ben likes, and I think Randy's done a good job of asking for my input this week and making sure I'm comfortable with the game plan.
Hey Mason, you talked about getting that opportunity last year and like looking at the film, good, bad, and the ugly, all that. How tough was it to kind of try to take lessons from that and then turn that into play, but not knowing when you were ever going to get an opportunity to show that growth on the field?
Well, I think practice is big. I think maybe the media and fans don't see it, but I think I tried to treat training camp like we knew we were going to get into preseason games, so let's make these practices count. And it was a little bit a little more comfortable at Heinz Field and kind of stand at the venue we know well, and I think that was that helped a lot of guys, especially the rookies, guys that coming in and they missed the preseason games as well. But no, I think training camp was big for me. I thought I had a good camp. I thought I took steps forward mentally, in the situational realms of the field, red zone, 2-minute, those types of situations where you get those, priceless reps that you may not get as a backup quarterback during the season. So.
Yeah, Mason, the last time that you were working behind Ben on a daily basis, you were a rookie. Do you feel like it's more valuable for you working behind him this year? Because last year he's out, he's dealing with the elbow stuff. Are you able to learn more, pick up more things from him, having the experience as a starting quarterback on your own? And Ben also said that he's confident in you to run the no-huddle offense if it comes to that Sunday. Are you confident in your ability to run that?
I am. I think we do that in training camp for a reason. I think, we practice that. We practiced that this year. Some Wednesdays, there'll be a period or two in practice where, hey, Mason, you're calling it. And so that's a portion of our offense that he does very well. And I don't think he, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know that he was doing that I think he was doing that, and it was kind of a situation where, hey, here's a couple suggestions, but the way that he does it now with formation, motion, play call, muddle, huddle type style it's just it's very impressive, and I think there's a lot to learn from that, whether it's in a game, or in practice, and what a help it is to be able to see that in person every single day.
Okay, one last quick question from Aditi Kinkabala.
Mason, super quick. Can you quarterback sneak? Are you willing to quarterback sneak? And could that possibly happen on Sunday?
I'm definitely willing and able, and that's up to the coaching staff. If they want to call my number, I will be, more than happy to do that job.
So what can you guys do? What can the line do to kind of help make his job easier?
Just play a complete game and just be our best selves. That's what we preach. We got a standard, so no matter who's the QB in there, I know Mason's going to give us some energy. I know he's fired up to play, and we're fired up to play with him as well. So just line do what they do. Backs, ball placement, run hard. Receivers got to make plays. It's really all it comes down to is just playmaking.
Jeff Hawthorne, 93.7.
Hey, James, where have you seen Mason improve? What have you seen in practice that you've seen that's better than the Mason we've seen last year?
He comes to practice with the same mindset every day. We measure, our improvement in our work week by, how we perform on game days and stuff. So, his approach to practice been ever since, I've seen him has been, he's preparing like he's a starter. So that's just how he works and, making plays. But everybody, when we're in a practice setting, we see guys making plays and whatnot, but that's enough. That's time where we get, better ourselves. So I just seen him be consistent with his approach to the work.
Hey, James, the second half of that Colts game, individually and collectively, was that inspiring for you guys? Was it a relief? And was it important to get back to playing that way before the playoffs?
All three things. It was definitely inspiring. It was nice to be a part of. Nice, comeback win. Game that we needed, to get that division. And so just going to keep building on that momentum. Got a great challenge ahead of us versus Cleveland. And so we just want to finish this regular season strong, help us, going into these playoffs.
Follow up for Jeff Hawthorne, 93.7.
James, what do you think triggered that second half? What got you guys going?
It's just a game of football. You got to play a complete football game, and none of us were discouraged. None of us lost hope or faith or anything. We just kept playing at a high level, keep bringing energy, and it all, like I said, it comes down to playmaking. You've seen Ebron and Juju, Deontay. You've seen guys stepping up, Ben, just doing what they do, making plays, and defense did what they did by holding them, and we were able to formulate a comeback win. Nice to be a part of.
And a follow-up for Will Graves, Associated Press.
James, we've been pestering Coach Tomlin about, the running game for a while now. It hasn't been as effective as you guys want it to be for basically since like week 6. Can you point your finger to anything as to what has been the trouble getting it consistently going, and sort of what do you guys even need, as effective as you are passing the ball, do you even need to be effective running the ball to be effective in the playoffs?
For sure. No, we definitely need to get the run game. It's just it's adversity. It's things we deal with. It's not a lack of effort. It's not a lack of none of that. Football is a humbling game, and we're not going to keep trying to search for answers and do this and that. We just got to continue to just play our football and come to work. And that's what we're going to do this week. And it's only about the next opportunity. So yeah, it is the journey. It's a journey you have up and down along this journey, but I'm familiar with adversity. I actually like it. And so I'm looking forward to these next challenges, getting this run game going and just winning more importantly.
Hey, Alex, TJ's voted team MVP yesterday. You've worked with him this year while you've been kind of learning the ropes. What has he taught you about work ethic or things on the field and even things off the field?
Yeah, first and foremost, TJ is so deserving. That's not going to be the only award for him. Up next is Defensive Player of the Year, and I think we all know that. But TJ's just been, just great, to play with, him and Bud, just, learning from TJ, just, different pass rush moves, just things about pass rush, that I didn't know before coming in as a rookie. He's told me he's grown, over the 4 years that he's been in the league. And so it's just been awesome to be able to learn from him and just to watch his film, be able to just kind of dissect, the way that he rushes the pass, because he's one of the best, if not the best in the league at doing it. And so it's just I've been blessed, just to be able to learn from him and Bud, just at my position.
Mike Purzuta, DVE.
Alex, you've been playing a role that was more than they initially envisioned for you ever since that second Baltimore game when Dupree got hurt. How did you handle it, and how ready are you for the playoffs?
Yeah, this is, the moment that I've been preparing for, my whole life, just be able to play at this stage. And, it's just, I felt like I was prepared, going to that first game. I feel like I've been growing, every game. And so that's just what I want to continue to do, is continue to just go out there and just grow, and just to, they just told me, just to be my best self, and just going out there and just doing it for Bud, because, he would give like a ligament of his, definitely, to be able to go back out there and play. He would give a eye to go back out there and play. And so just being able to just feeling for him, is something that, I'm trying to do, and just to be the best that I can be, just be my best self going out there.
Chris Adamski, Trib.
Alex, you've been playing since you've been in the lineup these last 3 games, at least playing, 90% of the snaps. That's something that the Steelers, even at times, don't even do with TJ and Bud. I mean, for you being a rookie and you're having no camp and everything, have you felt it? Has your conditioning been okay throughout the entire games of these last 3?
Yeah, I feel like it's been good. We've done a good job, just rotating guys as well. Cash is being able to come in. He's been able to provide a spark for us. Him just getting here, and Ola and J. Ron. And so it's been. I feel like I've been in condition, pretty well. And so just like I said, I'm just gonna. I feel like the more I play, the more condition I'll get.
Jeff Hawthorne, 93.7.
Alex, what did you think of your performance last week? Obviously, the stat numbers were higher, and was that a confidence builder for you last week?
Yeah, I think it was, but definitely not to my standard. Ultimately, I did end up hitting home. That's what matters most to me, is hitting home and getting sacked. But I was able to provide some pressure. More pressures than I did, the first 3 games. And so I just try not to focus on that. No matter if I play a good game or a bad game. I just try to move on to the next one and just try to kind of erase it. Because it doesn't matter what I did; it matters what I do coming up. And so just kind of just erasing that out of my memory and just getting ready for this Cleveland game, because I got to. Go out there and just be better than I was on Sunday.
Will Graves, Associated Press.
Alex, I'm curious. So, have you heard from Bud much over the last month? I mean, I know he's had surgery and that sort of puts him out a little bit, but I'm curious what your, relationship is like with him now, as opposed to what it was, when he was the guy that was out there most of the time.
No, I still have, he's still been around here. He's still been doing rehab and stuff like that. So I see him almost every day. It's just so good to see him. He's in great spirits. It's just, like I said, just like TJ, it's been awesome to be able to learn under Bud. He's taught me so many things, and, he's just kind of took me under his wing as well. And so just like I said, I'm just blessed to be able to learn from him and TJ. And so it's just been awesome and he's told me little things as well, just like, working on my get off and stuff like that. And so just trying to help me be the best that I can be every week.